off the sofa. He was very comfortable there, but we said, no, you're in here to perform, and here he is. This is the new single. It's called Scandalous. When you're ready, Noel. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, hit it! Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't believe what people say. Find out for yourself. 'Cause they can scandal me, but I don't care. I keep on going. Yeah. Long ago when I was young, I knew I had the gift to sing, the gift to sing. But that was cool, but now I live my life for love and I write about that very thing. Stevie said the music be the key to our lives, and there are some who only listen to a certain time. But that was long ago when my mom and daddy, they showed me to free my mind, just to free my mind. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, yeah. To be, yeah, yeah. Don't believe what you hear. Yeah, yeah. Hey, hey. Come on, come on now. All you people who know yourself and know that you got common sense, got common sense. Ooh, you do not have to be spoken or be chosen for. Just check yourself, just check yourself. Ooh, hey. All the beauties that we share and listen to our lives. When we know what is the price. But now I know myself, I've grown to appreciate the simple things, the simple things. Yeah, hey, hey. Oh, what we need, yeah. Hey, hey, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, hey. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. And people, they talk about you, soil your name. But I don't care. I keep on going. I keep on going all the way. Hey, hey. Susie, Susie, don't believe what people say. Hey, hey. Oh, what we need. What we need is a little bit of attitude. Get along well. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, what we need. Look out. I'm coming with some attitude. I'm gonna get along well. Ha. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Have a round of applause. That was brilliant. Yeah. Absolutely brilliant. That was really very good. Come and sit down and put that microphone down there. There you go. Microphone, please. Thank you. There you go. That was brilliant. Really, really good. Really good.
Thanks.
So now you can tell me, how did that song come about?
It came about once I was in the kitchen doing the washing up, and that's where a lot of my inspiration comes from, actually. And I was just thinking about, you know, when people talk about you and say this and that about you, and I just thought, oh, scandalous, the word scandal, and talking about things like when you're growing up and, you know, like kids, people talking about you. In Jamaican slang, we call it sussy sussy. Yeah. And that's what came up to me first, actually, that word. But like I said, I didn't want to use that word. So it's just about different people, scandalising people. It's not so much a...
It's really good, really strong. I mean, very, very strong. I like the sort of backing vocals in the background, I was going to say, which is where backing vocals can normally be found, kids, if you're looking for them. No, but the vocals, the backing vocals, very strong, with almost like a chant in the background.
Yeah, it's all gospel. I try to get a gospel feel, incorporate that.
Are you a big gospel fan?
Yeah, I love gospel music, as in all sorts of music.
But you don't get to hear a lot of gospel, do you? I mean, you don't really hear it very much.
No, not mainstream music, but you know, in house and garage, I do fuse the two a lot. That's what I try to do with this as well.
Very good. Raw sound, very good. Like that very much. Now, have any of your family? Because I mean, you were singing with.
Yeah,
you're
McKoy.
from a very musical family. Tell us a bit about McKoy.
Well, McKoy is a band that consists of my two brothers, Cornell and Robin, and my sister Jeanette. And we started around '87, and we've just been doing like the live show, you know, gigs. We got a live band, 12-piece band. We had a single called Family, which was done pretty well.
Classic.
Yeah,
classic, eh?
On the underground, and we done an album called Full Circle, which came out '93, early '93, and right now, I mean, McKoy is still going. You know, a lot of people are asking me, have you split up with the band now that you're doing? But we're still going. We're writing the next album, and I'm doing this solo album. And once that's over, you know, McKoy's album will be out, and I'll be with McKoy. So they're writing the next album.
So you're just on a jolly doing your own stuff?
Yeah, something what I've always wanted to do, you know. You're not doing stuff.
You must have sort of quite a lot of pots on the stove, though, because you've got you've got JTQ in the background, thinking of going and doing some stuff with them next year, and you've got your own solo project, and then you've got McKoy as well. How do you keep them all up? Do you find it good to have?
Well, it does take a lot out of you, because the last 4 years ago, I was writing. I was always, for the past 4 years, I've been writing 2 albums, because I've done 3 albums with James, and also recording with Steve Williamson, which is a more jazz sort of project, and doing little bits and bobs. You know, I've done a song, the Commonwealth Games song. I co-wrote a song for that. So I'm always busy in music, but it does take its toll. You know, you got to sort of like say, you know, you need some time for yourself. So hence, that's why I'm doing this.
Okay, well, that single is very good. When's it out? Just quickly.
19th of September.
19th of September, Scandalous. Please go and buy that and make this guy a lot of money and famous, because that is a brilliant song. Very, very much enjoyed that. Might see if we can get him to do it again. Steven Seagal, to change the subject just quickly, is in a new film called Under Siege 2, and it's awful. I've seen it. But he was at Planet Hollywood yesterday, and if you want to have a look at this feature, please do so. But don't go and see the film.
Writers out there trying to get some songs, some covers, some songs for myself, and maybe even do some studio work.
So how long will you be there for?
I don't know, it's looking like 5 weeks.
5 weeks?
Yeah, it could be longer.
It's a long time. Now, do you prefer New York to LA? Because, I mean, most people seem to think of all the glamour and all everything going on in LA, but is it sort of a completely different scene in New York?
Well, I've only been to New York.
So me too.
I can't really comment on LA, you know, but I like New York because, you know, it reminds me of London a lot, you know, the trends, the music scene changing and stuff. And the writers, I hear, are better in New York. That's what I've been told.
So you're going to be over there writing. Well, what do you do when you go over there to write? I mean, how do you do that? You just turn up and say, hi, let's write today.
Let's write a song, and then we just chat. No, it works all different ways. You know, I can like hang out with somebody and we'll talk for hours, and then, you know, just get to know one another.
Yeah, and there might be sort of some ideas that you've brought along and they've brought along, and then just go that way.
It can work all sorts of ways. But I'm the sort of person, I'm very like easygoing when it comes to writing. I don't like to push the situation. Whatever's to be is to be. So you just take it as the moment comes, you know?
Okay. More chat with Noel coming up, but now we've got a special entertainment report for you. Do you know Ian Banks?
That kind of vibe.
Brilliant.
In fact, that's what somebody told me. One of my brothers told me to watch it because it reminded him.
It's brilliant, yeah. It sounds very much like... If you haven't seen Crooklyn, by the way, for some reason, because you think Spike Lee would be a big enough name to have Crooklyn released, only went in the art house cinemas. I believe it's available on video now. Do get it out, because it's brilliant. Any family, anybody who's got brothers and sisters, or anybody who's ever been young should see Crooklyn. Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. Great soundtrack as well.
Yeah.
Great soundtrack.
Brilliant.
So do any of your brothers and sisters wear... Well, not your sisters, obviously your sister, but do any of them play instruments?
Yeah. My brother Robin plays bass, guitar, and keyboards. Corner plays drums, and Jeanette, she's good at percussion, you know.
And yourself?
Yeah, I play drums, bass, keyboards.
So what was it like? Sort of, were you all just always knocking on?
Well, not at home. No, we didn't know. We only had a guitar, acoustic guitar, so we had to take turns in playing that. but we had that rhythm, you know. My mother, she used to be a singer, jazz singer, so I suppose we, you know, get a lot of the singing and performance from my mum. So it was mainly singing going on in the house and bass lines with the mouth and guitars with the mouth, drum beats,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And, you know, as I got to secondary school, I learned bass guitar, saxophone, and we were all taking different lessons in music, piano lessons.
Brilliant.
And that's when the noise started, you know.
This is Crooklyn for real here.
It definitely reminds you of that.
Got another feature for you. This is Charlie State, who will be doing date. So are you going to go with your new wife to New York as well? She's going to go over for...
No, I'm afraid not.
Oh.
She's at home. She'll stay at home with the kids.
Oh, no.
I know, that's what she said.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's how it goes. You know, music business.
Yeah. So is she going to fly over till there for a weekend? Something?
No.
No?
We've got to stay at home, got to work. You know, we're not at that level yet where we can just fly out and, you know. No, it's work. It's hard work for, you know, 4 or 5 weeks, and then it's back, and then it's recording again.
So how many kids have you got?
I've got 2 and 1 on the way.
2 and 1 off. You are a busy man, aren't you? You got the band, you got JTQ, you got the solo career, you got kids, and you got 1 on the way.
I've got 1 on the way.
The man who doesn't never a dull moment in the McKoy household, is
no,
it?
never. I mean, on the honeymoon, that's where it was conceived.
Okay.
Say no more.
And then any of them musical or too young to tell yet?
Oh, they're very musical, but my eldest son, he's 10, he's not really that interested, but he's just so gifted naturally, but he's not interested.
Not interested at all?
Not really, you know, he'll sing, and he likes music, but he's into trains. I think he's going to be...
Into
trains, yeah.
Oh, I didn't think there were kids these days who grew up wanting to be train drivers or into trains anymore.
Yeah, he knows all of the underground. He can tell you how to get to anywhere in England now. He's on the overheads. He's had this fascination from about 2 years, since he was about 2. He's amazing.
So is he going to be a train spotter then?
No. You know, it's really weird. When I travel a lot on the underground and on the overhead, and I used to always see these trains. I was like, what they're doing, you know, it's punch. I could never do that. And my son is, you know, he says, Dad, please take me to do this. And I have a couple of times, but it's just so boring, you know.
You've got to encourage him.
No, I do encourage him. Other than the train spotting thing, you know, he's getting at the age now where he goes.
He can go with his mates.
Yeah.
I tell you, it is a real gift though when you come across kids like that. Because I know a kid who can recognise birds from the song, incredible. And another kid like your son, you can say I need to go to Manchester, and they go, well, you can either get this train, blah 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 blah.
Yes.
And it is quite incredible.
It is incredible, and we are pushing him. You know, he's doing so well. So proud of him.
That's brilliant. But give him a guitar as well at the same time.
Well, yeah, he's just not interested. The little one, Jamal, he's now 5. He's banging to music, you know, and he's got a nice voice. He harmonises with me. Yeah, and he plays keyboards a little bit. When he's about 7, he can start piano lessons.
All right, so get him on there.
We'll get him on there.
Okay, so the McKoy dynasty rages on. We've got another feature for you, but don't forget.